We've got the Winterberg mountain in the back there. There's a bit of snow still underneath the peak. Blown off the top of this mountain before we get there. There was a nice ram with them. They were onto us pretty quickly there. Let's see what tomorrow brings.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, eh?
Just arrived probably 2 hours ago, shot the bow a little bit, and we've looked down into this first little bowl and we've seen a really nice ram with a couple of ewes. We've got the Winterberg mountain in the back there. There's a bit of snow still underneath the peak, and yeah, we're gonna have a pretty good few days here, I think. We know there are a lot of farleys up here, so we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna see if we can spot a couple rams, but I think tomorrow morning we know where we're gonna start off at.
No, definitely.
Okay, well, we've just finished looking into our first valley for the morning, so we're going to go over to where we saw those farleys yesterday. There was quite a nice ram with them. If we don't have any luck in there, there's another valley just over from where we were sitting yesterday. Ben's seen quite a nice one-horn ram up there, so we're going to have a look for this farley that we saw yesterday, pop over for that one-horn ram if we don't have any luck here. But yeah, it is really windy and the temperature isn't too pleasant to be sitting out in, but we're gonna see what we can make happen, and hopefully we can get onto that farley. That valley was quite a nice spot for stalking in with the bow, so we'll see what we can make happen.
Okay, Dan, what's happening?
Okay, so we've had a long day chasing these things. We haven't had too much luck. We haven't seen too many rams today, but as we were driving down now, we've just seen 2 or 3 farleys in a really nice spot. We haven't really had a good look at them, so we're not sure if there's a male with them, but they're in a really good spot. The wind's good, so we're going to sneak around, and hopefully there's going to be a nice ram with them and we can get a good shot off. But yeah, we're just going to have to go over there and see what we see. Hopefully there's a ram, but yeah, let's give it a go. just had those farleys at 30 yards. As we peeked over, we could see the ram and the ewe were looking towards us. Fairly nice ram. Probably would have shot him if we gave us a shot. They spooked over, but we've just glassed way to that top basin over there, and we've seen a big group of farleys. We're wanting to go around the slope, sort of come over back on top. It should be relatively close if we manage to get over without that spook. So let's see what we can do. But yeah, we need to actually get a hustle on because lights back fast, but we don't have much time, so we're gonna do that now. Yeah, it's day 3. We've just come out to our first glassing point, and we were here yesterday morning and we managed to see a group of 7 ewes without the ram from the day before. Now we can't find the females, but we think we've just found the nice ram. He's all by himself, which is the first time we've had it the whole trip. He's not in a terrible spot. He's probably 120-30 yards above a group of willows, and he's feeding down. So I think if we can get into those willows, he could feed past us in bow range. Otherwise, we're just going to have to watch him, because I don't think we're going to get another opportunity at a lone male. So we're just going to have to see what he does and try and make the best game plan that we can from there. But yeah, it's looking promising. The wind, I don't think the wind's going to be too bad down there. He's all by himself. We've got some decent cover, so I think we stand a good chance of getting him down. Yeah, let's see. Just under 300 yards now. But yo, it looks like they're slowly moving back into this bowl, into this sheltered bowl. I'm hoping that if we can get just the other side of the fence here and sneak into this little ditch, maybe the ram will feed within bow range, but yo, I'm not really too sure how we're gonna get it done. We're just gonna have to, I don't think we're gonna be able to get within bow range. They're gonna have to feed within bow range of us. We're just gonna have to see how things play out here, but yeah, it's the last day, so hopefully something works out for us. got a shot off at 67, 68 yards. The ram kind of like ducked and turned at the shot, so it's hit him like low, just behind the shoulder, low, and it's sticking out like high on the shoulder between the scapula and the spine. But he looks sore. He ran a couple meters and he bedded down, shook his head, got up, went down again, got up, and he's just gone over the ridge. So we're going to give him a bit of time, but I think that shot's good.
There's no ways. There's no ways. Oh.
That feels bloody. Tell you what, that feels bloody awesome. Lung, good lung.
Chick, is that your arrow there?
Yeah.
Phew.
Yeah, no, he wasn't going far. Harsh. That pumping blood like that. That's insane. That's unbelievable. I didn't even shoot it, and that's unbelievable. Wow. Oh, man.
Bloody awesome, eh? That is bloody awesome.
Okay.
Are we good?
Yeah.
Well, quite lost for words actually. I'm not really sure what to say. We've been hunting these farleys for 3 or 4 days now, and we've seen a lot of rams. But the cool thing about this is that this was the first ram that we saw when we arrived. We decided as soon as we arrived, we thought let's just take a quick drive and see what we can see. And we popped over onto the hill above us, and these farleys ran out from below us, and we saw this ram. And we thought, well, gee, if we get a ram like that, that'll be awesome. And we've seen some good ones since then, but yeah, we've been seeing this guy essentially every day. Yesterday we got within bow range of 2 or 3 different farleys. Snuck to within 30 yards yesterday, and then again at last light at about 70. And today we managed to get to our favorite glassing point there, and it was probably about 8 o'clock, and we managed to lay eyes on this guy, him and his 7 or 8 ewes, and we decided to make a long play around, and yeah, we got the wind right. We snuck through the bottom, through the river here in the willows, and yeah, we got onto them, and I think the stalk has now been, from the moment we saw them till the moment we took the shot, it's been about 6 or 7 hours. And eventually they snuck into this little dip here, and myself and Ben crept forward. Ben stayed probably 10 yards behind me. I peeked over this little bush that I was behind, and lo and behold, he was standing there 67 yards. The rest of the ewes were a little bit further up the hill. Set the sight, and yeah, I let one fly. Yeah, we got a farley with a bow. That's pretty awesome.
Okay, we got Dan hard at work here. He's camping his farley.
But yeah, I mean, it's really impressive to see how long that stalk was, about 6 hours since we first spotted them to now at the end of the day, last light, where we're still busy with the same animal. Yeah, it's the work you have to put in to get one of these flippin' amazing animals. Yeah,